Hi, my name is Photosynthesis, and I'm going to be doing a draw my process. So the way I'm made is kind of how all of you are made. Well, not really, but there's a process to how I'm made, just like you guys. So the way I work is sunlight touches a leaf. A leaf may be viewed as a solar collector crammed full of photosynthetics and turn that into energy that stores into sugar and other organic molecules. So to make me, I need light, water, and carbon dioxide. The sunlight is my mom, and the water is my dad. And the CO2, well, let's not discuss how he's related to me, but it's kind of complicated, so my mom has some type of explaining to do. Anyways, you all should be happy that I am born, because if it wasn't for me, you guys would basically all be dead, because I produce oxygen, and you guys need that to live. The main part where I am made is the leaf, kind of like how humans' main part of where are developed is the tummy. So one of the main parts that makes me is the chloroplast. The chloroplast has the stroma, which is that dense liquid in the chloroplast. Think of the stroma like water you're surrounded by in your mom's belly. Thylakoids maintain the concentration of the chloroplast. It's also where light reaction happens. Thylakoids are like little discs that like to stack up on top of one another, and when they stacked up, they're called the granum. Chlorophyll is something that the chloroplast has, and it gives plants their green color. Chlorophyll is like the skin cells in the human's body. You know, those skin cells that give you your pigment? Well, yeah, chlorophyll is basically the same thing. So in order to make me, there are 2 stages. It's not like how with you guys where it's just one stage and your parents like and it's like 1, 2, 3 done. No, there are 2 stages to me. The light reaction and the Calvin cycle.
So the first step is light reaction. Light reaction takes place in the thylakoids. So what the light reaction does is that it captures light energy and transforms it into chemical energy. So light goes in, as does water. Doing this is how photosystem 2 is started. Photosystem 2 absorbs light energy, aka photons, in the chlorophyll. Photons are kind of like candy to a child. And just like children get excited for candy, photosystem 2 gets excited from photons. So, once it is excited, the primary electron sends it down the electron transport chain, providing energy to pump hydrogen ions from the stroma across the thylakoid membrane into the thylakoid compartment. Hydrogen ions are more concentrated in the thylakoid compartment than in the stroma. Hydrogen ions diffuse from high to low regions of concentration, driving the production of ATP. The ATP synthase complex accomplishes the phosphorylation of ADP to ATP, providing part of the energy for subsequent biosynthesis through the Calvin cycle. After this, water splitting occurs, in which it splits to 2 hydrogen ions, 2 electrons, and 1 oxygen. The hydrogen molecules are then released through the thylakoid membrane in a process called ATP synthase. The Calvin cycle takes place in the stomata. The stomata is where oxygen and carbon enter and leave the leaf. Carbon fixation is the first step of the Calvin cycle. The enzyme the cell needs for carbon fixation is rubisco. Rubisco is responsible for fixing the carbon. The Calvin cycle uses energy from NADPH and ATP to produce a 3-carbon sugar known as G3P. G3P is to regenerate the RUBP, which repeats photosynthesis process. RUBP is the 5-carbon organic compound that attaches to CO2, producing 2 molecules of 3-PGA, therefore continuing the process of photosynthesis.
So something that's pretty cool about me is that I have an equation to how I am made, which I guess you guys probably already know, so I don't really have to explain it. Well, that's it for my video, and thanks for watching.